If you're like Markiplier and you're not a nerd, you probably took the Fazer Blast route on your first playthrough of Security Breach. Now this video won't change the fact of which area you went to first, but what it will do is give you an in-depth look of what Fazer Blast looks like in my Security Breach map for Minecraft. So if you guys enjoyed the video, then make sure you leave a like on it and remember to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so that way you know next time I upload. It's free, so why not? But with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Fazer Blast. Let's start in the Fazer Blast lobby itself before we get to the main areas, as there's some things I want to check out in this room, such as this small gift shop here in the corner with a few plushies on display with some custom player heads and then some banners for different t-shirts. And if we turn around and take a look at the other side of the room, there is this empty trophy cabinet that has been put right in front of this lower down lounge area. There's pixel art of an advertisement that's trying to get you to sign up for the Fazer Blast team. Then up these steps is a small arcade corner with, well, arcade machines scattered around, and then of course the main registration desk next to that, which has some custom TV monitors, some planetary decorations, and many storage boxes on the cabinet behind. Now on each side of the room you may have noticed that there are some space themed doors scattered around, and these doors lead to the different parts of the Fazer Blast attraction. Just like this one down here, down this little step here, this one leads to the security office. These doors are different than the other ones you would find around the Pizzaplex, as they open upwards instead of to the side. So if you walk through any of these doors, just be very careful not to hit you. If we head through the sliding door, we end up in a staff hallway that just has a single shelf and a trash can. And then at the very end of this corner here, we have ourselves just a little bathroom in the corner. But at the end of the hallway here, over to the right side, is the security office itself, which has itself a small TV monitor, some more filing cabinets and other storage items, and then a flashlight charger right here on the wall. Now the door behind the office itself doesn't actually have anything behind it. You can see here that this just goes out into an empty space here, so I can only assume that this is another one of the cut areas that never made it to Security Breach. Now if we head back out to the main lobby itself and take a look at the other side of the room, we have the public bathroom itself where all the visitors would be able to use the restroom. So right here we have ourselves this little opening up space where we have the Freddy themed bathroom and the Chica themed bathroom. So let's go ahead and enter into the Freddy themed bathroom, where you can see we just have some normal bathroom decorations such as some stools and urinals, some trash cans over in this corner, and then your sinks on the other side. And if we go ahead and take a look at the Chica bathroom, it's really the exact same thing. Both of these bathrooms have been pretty much mirrored. Now I know a lot of you are really interested in the bathrooms of the Mega Pizzaplex, as they are one of the most important parts of the entire build, but now it's actually time that we go ahead and take a look at the exciting stuff and go to the Fazer Blast arena itself. So let's walk up to this door here where there is a saving station right next to it. So if we go ahead and click this button, and if we were to accidentally die, we would go ahead and respawn and spawn right in front of the saving station, just like how they work in Security Breach. But walking through this door right next to it leads us down a small space themed hallway that leads to a small room where the staff bot would tell everyone the rules of Fazer Blast. Now there isn't too much going on in this room. Of course we have the main Fazer Blast logo itself, some TV monitors that sit on both sides of the room, and of course we have the main bleachers themselves where all the players would have to sit down and listen to the staff bot. Once you've done ignoring everything that they just said, you can then continue on down another hallway, which then leads down to the main armory of Fazer Blast itself. So if we head on through this door, we are now in the main armory of Fazer Blast, where we have two tables, one for the red team and one for the green team. Now behind each one of these tables is a chest, and inside this chest is equipment, so that way you are able to play the game of Fazer Blast itself inside of this Minecraft map. Once again, I made sure to add as much functionality to this map as possible. You can thank me later. But of course I had to include the Fazer Blast capture the flag minigame, which we will be showing off in this video. So be sure to keep on watching, so that way you can see a friend and I battle out in the Fazer Blast arena to find out who's gonna win at this game of Fazer Blast. It's definitely gonna be me. If you say otherwise, you're wrong. So is our fancy helmet equipped? Let's head through this door here and enter the arena itself. So now we're going to walk down this hallway, which leads to three different doors. Now these two doors here are what actually lead to the arena itself. So let's go on down this hallway here. This is the green hallway. We're wearing a red helmet. You don't need to think about that too much. We're all going to the same place anyway, so we're going to make our way all the way down to the end of this hallway here, where we have the elevator door that takes us to the arena itself. So if we go ahead and click this button here, the door's going to close up behind us. We're going to get teleported down, and the door's going to open up, and we can now go ahead and enter the arena and explore the entire thing. Let's go ahead and explore the main part of Fazer Blast itself by wandering through this maze of neon lit cardboard cutouts. This place was an absolute blast to make, as I was sure to capture the accuracy of Security Breach as much as possible by recreating the exact same layout that you can find in game. Now if you manage to find your way around the arena, you can find a lot of cool things such as this giant Montgomery Gator cardboard cutout that's put in the corner of the Fazer Blast arena, which did end up proving that this game was FNAF after all.
That's not FNAF!
Such a difficult day for
No.
all of us.
And just behind the cutout is the Winner's Lounge, which sits above the arena, which we will get to in a moment. For now, you can just take a little sneak peek. At the other side of the arena, we can find another cardboard cutout, this time of Glamrock Chica in her Fazer Blast attire. You can actually find all 4 of the Glamrocks in this arena. Like right there, you can see the silhouette of Freddy, and then just there in that corner, you can find the cardboard cutout of Roxanne. Well, all of 4 of these Glamrock animatronics have made it into this arena, all in Fazer Blast suits. Now if we move on behind this corner here, we're actually going to be able to find ourselves the first flag that we can capture in this map. So if we move over to this corner here, we can find this button, and if we go ahead and click it, you can see that text pops up saying green team has captured the flag, and then we get this lime stained glass pane that gets put on top of this wall here just to indicate who has control over this area. Now if we were an opposing team, what we would be able to do is click this button again, and it's going to swap over from a lime flag to a red flag. You can see the text popped up again to let everyone know the red team has captured the flag, and then to indicate whose flag this is, it is changed from lime stained glass over to red stained glass. This works a bit differently than Security Breach, however I wanted to make sure that this was a playable experience for multiplayer, and being able to reclaim flags adds that playability. While we're in this corner of the arena, there's actually a hidden room behind this cardboard cutout here, so if we walk on through this doorway, we're going to find ourselves in one of the supply closets of the Fazer Blast arena, where there's just miniature cutouts of the core 4 Glamrock animatronics all in their Fazer Blast attire. Now as we head back out to the arena, we're going to find ourselves a staircase that is going to take us up to the top floors of the Fazer Blast arena, where we can go ahead and look down below to try to get a better vantage point of all the opponents hiding in the maze. But as we go ahead and walk on through here, we're going to find ourselves a little walkway that leads to the center point of the room, where we can find ourselves the giant rocket decoration that is hanging above this center platform. So if we head over to the center platform, we're going to find that there is another flag to capture here. So if we go ahead and click this button, we can see that we have now captured the flag, and it's now a red team's flag. So now all we have to do is capture one more flag to be able to win this mini game. However, before we get to that, let's go ahead and take a better look at the view from up here, as we can see everything that is going on in the Fazer Blast arena. You can see that we have a better look at what's going on in the Winner's Lounge. We can of course see the cardboard cutouts, and there's also some art on the walls of the place, such as this rocket ship on this corner, and a really good view at LOL's hacks on the other side of the room. Let's head back down to the bottom floor of the arena to capture the third and final flag. So in this corner here, we're going to find ourselves the flag post, and if we go ahead and click this button, we can see that the green team has captured flag, so we're going to have to click it again. You'll notice that the text pops up, and then it says the red team has won the game to indicate who has captured all 3 flags. Now you'll notice that the flag has actually disappeared, and that is because the game has reset itself, so that way we are able to replay the game of Fazer Blast as many times as we would like, so that way your friend doesn't have to complain that you're cheating at this game. Of course you're not cheating at this game, you just have a better gaming chair. Speaking of better gaming chairs, however, now it's time to put mine to the test and see if I can beat my friend at a game of Fazer Blast. So let's go ahead and get in a call and see who can win this match. Hello friend, are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Are you sure?
I'm ready for Freddy.
Yeah, I'd like to see like a huge battle. Maybe later on in the future we'll get a bunch of other people on and we'll do it like a 4v4 or something. That would be really interesting. But for now, just me versus you to see who is the better person at Fazer Blast.
Oh boy, this will be fun.
Alright, you ready to hit the elevator button? Do it at the same
I'm
time.
ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, press it. Alright, here we go. Who is the better at Fazer Blast capture the flag? I might have a bit of an advantage over you just because, you know, I built this place, but we'll see who's better with the skills with the bow, I guess. I will take this red flag. Alright, you got a flag, I've got 1 flag. It's going to be a race for the middle then. Unless you're going to go for my flag. Oh god, you were waiting for me! What? You were waiting for me!
Ow, no!
How did I get you? Alright, there we go.
Yeah, you got me. But I have returned for
I see you down there.
revenge!
There we go, high ground always
Ow.
prevails. I'll take that flag back. Did you go straight for the middle flag?
Yeah, I went straight for the middle.
Oh, so now I just gotta push your side now. Well, that makes things easy for me. Well, I mean, I
No,
could.
you don't. No, that would not be very nice.
You know, I've got to win somehow. I have a feeling you're going to be in every corner. I'm constantly turning my back to make sure you're not following me.
Maybe I secretly am following you.
Don't say that. Don't say
Maybe
that.
I'm hiding. Maybe I'm hiding behind the
God,
corner
no,
right
you captured
now.
the flag. All
Got
right.
a bow aiming at you.
Now you're really making me nervous. All right. Oh, this flag hasn't even been taken. Well, thanks. I'll go ahead and take this flag. That's green. No, we want a red flag. There we go. I'll take that flag. I'm not sure how many flags we have each, actually. Oh, there you go. You have another flag. Oh, hi!
Ah!
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
I know
I'm
what flag
sorry,
you just
Sammy.
took.
I'm sorry, Sammy. I'm sorry, Sammy. I'm sorry, Sammy. Please.
How much health are you at? Let me take this flag and I'll do the same. Red team is textured flag.
I'm at 1 heart.
You're
I'm at 1
heart.
heart. I'm at 1 heart. Full damage got the best of me, please. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no full damage.
I'm sorry. Ah!
I got
I didn't even see you.
At the high ground once again. I lost you now. I don't know where you went.
I captured a flag.
Oh, you sure did, but I'm gonna get that flag back.
If you know which one it was.
I have a general idea.
Did you actually? Oh my god.
I don't know if that was the flag you just took, actually. I don't know. That was just pure coincidence. Oh god, here we go. It's just back and forth. We each just battle over the third flag.
It's just a race for the middle now. Hey, Cuppa. Ow, no. Ah!
Did you die again? Full damage?
Maybe.
Okay, so if I just capture this flag to red. Red team has captured the flag. Oh, I still got one more to get. Oh, hi.
Ah!
No. I just gotta get your flag and that's it. Come on, just let me do it.
No, you do not. No! No, I refuse.
No,
Get over here.
No, no.
Get over here.
No, no.
Get over here.
Capture the flag.
No.
Red team has captured the flag. Red team has won the game.
No.
I have 2.5 hearts. Don't hit me.
Ah!
Well, good game. You know, no. Yeah, I can't say I didn't deserve that one. With the game now over, we can now go ahead and head back to the front of the arena where we can find the exit doors that take us back to the armory. So let's go ahead and walk on through this windy hallway here that's going to take us back up a few levels and all the way back to the arena where we can decide whether we would like to leave the place or if we would like to play a game of Fazer Blast again. Since we're back up here and we obviously won that game of Fazer Blast, let's go ahead and walk on through to the winner's lounge of Fazer Blast where we can take a look at what's going on in here. So of course we have ourselves a little hanging rocket decoration in the center of the room above this table, a small little planet, and in here is a small disco ball hanging from the ceiling. Behind that, next to the door, are 2 sofas where the winners can go ahead and take a little relaxing time as they watch the next games play out in the arena from this view. Now you might have noticed a large vent in the corner of this room, and this is of course the way that leads up to Vanny's office as well as the catwalks that hang over the arena. So let's go ahead and walk on through this vent here, take a quick little stop to take a look at the view from up here. This is a really nice view of Fazer Blast from these behind the scenes areas. But we walk on to the end here, we're going to find ourselves another vent that's going to take us all the way up to the top levels. So once we reach the top, we can find ourselves the door that leads to Vanny's office and a little hideout. So let's go ahead and walk on through. And of course, here we have all the decorations you would expect to find. We have the window here where Vanny watches over the game of Fazer Blast. We have a small TV monitor on this desk here. But of course, the main feature of this room is the Princess Quest 3 arcade minigame, which of course is a playable feature of this map. So if you're curious on how I was able to make all 3 Princess Quests work in Minecraft, then be sure to check the link in the description down below where you can find my video where I built all 3 of these minigames in Minecraft. Now heading back outside of the office is the walkway that stretches across the entirety of the Fazer Blast arena. So as we walk on through, you can go ahead and take a look at the view of everything from above here. But if we make it to the very end of this catwalk here, we're going to find ourselves a spiral staircase at the very end that is going to lead us all the way down to the back rooms of Fazer Blast. A question I asked a lot before Security Breach was released is what this staircase was doing in the center of a laser tag arena, and I must say that figuring this out was a lot of fun, but I do really miss the time of not knowing everything that was meant to be found in Security Breach. As you know, it really gets rid of the mystery, and half the fun of building the Pizzaplex in Minecraft was being able to figure out how the entire Pizzaplex connects itself together. But now that we're down here, this place is rather dark, so good thing I have my Minecraft flashlight on me, so that way we can take a look at everything that's going around. This is another one of the storage rooms where there's a few cardboard cutouts littered around that would be stored in case they need to be used at a later date. However, at the end of this room is a staircase that leads up to another hallway here, which is just a small little maintenance tunnel with some pipes lining along the ceiling and walls. And at the very end of this corridor is going to be a massive sliding door, which is going to take us to the server room that makes the Fazer Blast minigame work. You can see all the decorations and bits that have been littered all over the floor to make it really hard to traverse through this place. However, once we do eventually get to the other side of this room, we're going to find ourselves a doorway that takes us to another staff hallway where people would be able to traverse the undersides of the Pizzaplex. This area was a little weird to get in place, as this is directly underneath the main Fazer Blast lobby, and right next to this hallway is of course the server room that we just checked out, so it was hard to get this in the right place, especially with these angled hallways. As you can see here, angles are really not a fun thing to build in Minecraft. But eventually we're going to make it to this final hallway here where we have this door, which reveals another storage room here where the staff will just be able to put different items that aren't needed at the moment, which eventually leads to another door at the end of this hallway, which leads back up to a staircase with another door at the end here, but this time it's going to lead us back to the Fazer Blast arena itself. Like I mentioned earlier, it is really cool to see how the entire Pizzaplex connects itself together in natural ways like that. And if you're not sure about what we just went through, there's actually the back rooms that Vanny chases us down as we try to make it up that spiral staircase to this catwalk to make it all the way to the Princess Quest 3 minigame to get that ending. Speaking of Vanny, there is a small detail that I forgot to mention in Vanny's office, which is this door right here on the other side of the room. Now, while this door does not open, it does directly connect to Bonnie Ball. So I think that now that we've checked out everything in Fazer Blast, let's go ahead and move on to the next attraction that sits directly above us and go ahead and move on to Bonnie Ball. So here we are in Bonnie Ball, another one of the less talked about areas of the Mega Pizzaplex because of how little there really is to do here in Security Breach. But let's just go ahead and walk on down this hallway, past some display cases that make up this center walkway, as well as some banners that make up the wall patterns to showcase what attraction we are actually in, just in case you somehow forgot where you are. But at the end of this hallway here, we're going to find ourselves a door here, which actually leads to the miniature Fazcade of the area. Now, we're not actually going to check it out through this doorway. We're going to go down the main entrance and come back around. However, we can also find another one of these functional saving stations where you can go ahead and hit this button and save your spawn point. Other decorations that make up this hallway include some benches and tables along the floor here, this small little pixel art of Glamrock Bonnie with a bowling ball, and then these much bigger banner patterns that cover up the entirety of the wall. However, if we go ahead and take a left turn, we're going to go ahead and find ourselves in this other hallway that leads us down to the entrance of Bonnie Ball, where we pass ourselves some lockers with some storage boxes on top, as well as some vending machines and benches littered all around the place. Now let's go ahead and make it all the way to the end of this hallway, which leads us to the main entrance of Bonnie Ball itself behind this sliding door. And now, as you can see, we have entered the attraction itself. I must say that this was a really fun build. Now, even though it only took around about 2 hours in total to make, it was my first time building a bowling alley in Minecraft, and it was really enjoyable to add in all of these details that we're going to be checking out. So to our right here is going to be the entrance to the arcade that I was just talking about, where we can find ourselves at a bountiful amount of different types of arcade machines that are either lining along this wall here or are just taking up space in the middle of this room. There are so many arcades that make up this place, and it's amazing how you can just find yourself lost even in this small area. Now, as we exit the arcade, we can go ahead and take a good look of the bowling alley itself from this top balcony, where over to our right we have the area's logo on the wall, using banner patterns for letters. And then if we take another look here, we have ourselves some concession stands that are lining up this walkway, another piece of decoration that appears everywhere in the Pizzaplex. Walking past some tables and benches, we now make it to the sign-in booth where customers would be able to pay for their entry in order to play Bonnie Ball, and the staff are able to select a shoe from these massive shoe racks in the middle of these little booths here. Once again, you can see that I have used custom player heads for these small TV screens, and you can see the exact same thing on the other side of this carpet, where we have another one of these sign-in booths, which is pretty much the exact same build on both sides of the room. Now, as you might notice, next to each one of these booths are some custom banner patterns that I wanted to capture to feel a more accurate representation of the Pizzaplex. These weren't originally added in when I made Bonnie Ball for the first time. However, I did come back to the Pizzaplex once I was done with the entirety of the build and decided to come back and add in these smaller details. But now let's actually step onto the bowling alley itself and take a look at the 17 different lanes which are labeled in front of us using banner patterns. Once again, another use of banners in this Pizzaplex map. And at the other side of the runway, we can of course see a bountiful amount of TV screens that are showing off different attractions of the Mega Pizzaplex. That way Fazbear Entertainment can make the most out of advertising in this place. Now taking a look where we're standing, we can of course find ourselves the seats for the players to use, as well as the bowling ball dispensers to give the player their ball of choice to be able to play the game. As we continue on down this walkway past some cabinets for storing extra bowling balls and shoes, we can find ourselves some photo booths and a medical station in the center, just in case someone were to get hurt while playing bowling. Once again, I have to mention how fun it was to build this room, as just looking at the pattern and style of this place really shows off a different theme of the Pizzaplex that no other area has, which really helps keep the build refreshing with every new area. Now let's walk up to the two bathrooms that are in Bonnie Bowl. Of course, we have the boys' bathroom and we have the girls' bathroom. So let's go ahead and start in with this one, where we can find ourselves what you would expect to see in a normal bathroom. We have some pixel art of Freddy on this wall here, with some stools and urinals lining this wall, and a sink with a mirror on the side of it. And if we go into the girls' bathroom, you'll never expect what we're going to see, but it's going to be pretty much the exact same thing, except this time it has a color scheme swap to match the theming of Glam Rock Chica. Now as we continue on down here past some popcorn dispensers, we can find ourselves the Ice Cream Parlor that sits right next to the bowling alley, where we can see a bunch of stools lining along the counter here, and on the other side some booths with some stock asset lights hanging above, and people are able to just watch the game of bowling as they sit around here hanging out. The other side of the room has the parlor counter itself, where the Circus Baby staff bots would be serving different foods that are on the menu, as well as some glass cabinets to showcase what is to offer. Now as we make it to the very end of the room, we're going to pass ourselves some more tables and chairs and find the iconic show stage that would be housing Glamrock Bonnie if he wasn't missing from the game in the first place. Now this is going to be a very hot take here, but I personally found the inclusion of Glamrock Bonnie to be rather forced into Security Breach, as it was not a necessary part of the game. Sure, it would have been cool to see what Glamrock Bonnie would look like, however it did not make sense in the Pizzaplex setting, as we don't really see anything else relating to Bonnie throughout the entire game. Now that I've said this, I cannot wait to read the comments. So let's quickly go ahead and move on past some character themed trash cans and make our way back to the back counter here, which leads ourselves to the storage room that lies behind the Ice Cream Parlor itself, where we can find ourselves a lot of storage material that are lining along this corridor. At one end, we have the cabinet that contains the Monty Mystery Mix, and once we eventually make our way down the other side of this very long hallway, we're going to find ourselves even more storage equipment and a doorway that is going to lead even further back into the back areas of the Pizzaplex. So let's go ahead and walk on down this staircase, and we're going to end up in a small little storage room where we have boxes lining from the floor all the way to the top of the ceiling. This is the door that connects to Vanny's office like I was talking about earlier. You can see that if I break these blocks, this is Vanny's office, just the other side of it. My mind was honestly blown when I made that connection for the first time once I had built this place, as it was so cool seeing the areas of the Pizzaplex all connect to each other in such creative ways. Making these two attractions of the Mega Pizzaplex was such a fun experience, as it was another time where I was building two areas in the same week. I've always said that the constant change of theme in the build made the construction of the map so much fun, and there was something new to look at with every week. I'm a huge fan of laser tag and bowling in real life, so it was absolutely amazing to be able to relate to these areas, which really helped out with the build. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and I can't wait to see what you guys think when the world releases. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for today's tour of my functional Mega Pizzaplex map for Minecraft. Remember, if you did enjoy this video, then be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel with notifications on, so that way you don't miss out on the final tour of the series, where we're going to be taking a look at the Roxy Raceway. But with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will of course see you in my next video.